Modern careers and personal lives are moving at a breakneck speed, creating a relentless external pressure to constantly evolve. We often react to this pressure by attempting to overhaul everything at once, like trying to read 100 books or rewire every habit in a single 24-hour window. This all-at-once approach creates an overwhelming load, leading to the inevitable crash of emotional exhaustion and panic. These failures reveal a bottleneck in our internal operating system, a mechanism for managing growth that was never designed to handle such massive, sudden inputs. Managing rapid change requires a new framework. We need to install a systematic, iterative human algorithm to process growth more efficiently. Approaching self-improvement as an objective technical system update allows us to bypass the expectation of magical overnight transformations. A successful system update requires an open channel, ensuring the system can receive new data without triggering a defensive block. This requires a beginner's mindset, staying open to new ideas even as a senior expert. Experience often creates internal firewalls that lead us to believe we already have all the answers. This diagram shows how even high-functioning systems have vulnerabilities. These are personal blind spots, weaknesses invisible to our internal scans. Locating gaps requires external diagnostics. A secondary perspective fills in data points we cannot see. In a professional or personal setting, this means asking teammates for honest feedback. Absorbing constructive criticism provides the exact data needed to identify and address hidden vulnerabilities. Without actively prioritizing this external data, the system remains trapped in a loop, repeating the same unrecognized errors indefinitely. Even with perfect data, the system will eventually encounter an error or a crash during the growth phase. Internalizing a mistake typically triggers a cycle of anger, sadness, and emotional panic. Shifting to a clinical perspective allows us to view a mistake as a simple bug in the code. This diagram tracks the debugging process. When something stops progression, we trace the sequence to find where logic failed. Isolating the bug turns failure into a standard procedure. You fix the node, and the system continues its route. Detaching human emotion from errors transforms a roadblock into a source of actionable data. Applying these new debugging steps to an entire life overhaul in a single day will overwhelm the system. Scaling this framework requires the 1% rule, focusing on the smallest possible incremental improvement each day. This chart shows the 1% rule's initial impact. Early on, these tiny increments have almost no visible effect. But as consistency is maintained, the math of compounding growth takes over, resulting in this dramatic arc. The complete human algorithm is a continuous cycle. Intake new data, run peer diagnostics, debug errors without emotion, and improve by 1%. Ultimately, large-scale success is the visible result of thousands of these small, invisible adjustments made consistently over time.